Cheers, everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbonandbooze. It's Tuesday. It's Whiskey Day. I'm so excited. If you're excited, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and share the channel. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we review a whiskey. And this one I've had for a while. I picked this up on travels and never really slotted it until now. So we probably have had this for over a year, and it's unopened. And it's a Canadian whiskey that I've actually never really heard of, called Hayburner. I don't know who distills it, but the Jacques Lavac Ltd. is the bottler.
Jacques Lavac.
Jacques Lavac.
Okay.
Jacques Lavac. It says imported and bottled by Jacques Lavac Ltd. in Miraloma, California. It's a product of Canada. So more than likely, it's going to be either from the Gimli plant that does Crown Royal, or something like that. One of those big kind of sourced like MGP products. I could be wrong, so don't be hateful.
Well, you threw me for a loop because it's bottled by Jacques Lavac.
Jacques Lavac.
And it's a blended Canadian. I was thinking it was Quebec.
Oh, could be.
Because Jacques Lavac, but he's in California.
Well, yeah. That doesn't mean anything. They could just own a company in California to bottle.
And he's Jacques Lavac.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's sourced because it doesn't say distilled by. It is an inexpensive one at $25 for a 750. It's 40% ABV or 80 proof. And it is a Canadian whiskey, no age statement, which means it's more than likely a blended Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
In fact, it says house blend on it. Oh, it says blended for at least, or aged for at least 6 years. So I missed that. There's a little tiny sticker right here. Tells me that.
So one thing I just thought about.
This is your first thought? Should we have a toast?
Yeah. That you probably don't know. You're just opening. Is aged for 6 years, is that just one of the blends?
I think it would be the minimum age blend.
So they blend it?
When you put an age on a whiskey, by most laws, now Canada has some different laws than the US or Scotland, but a age statement on a bottle usually means the age of the minimum, the youngest whiskey. So when we talk about like a bourbon that says it's a 10-year bourbon, it could have 12, 15, whatever in there. Probably one of the most famous ages is Johnny Walker Blue, which has a minimum, I think, of 25 years in it. But they're saying that they have whiskey in the Johnny Walker Blue that you buy, that's why it's $200, that are 50 plus years.
So the youngest whiskey in the bottle is the age statement.
Correct. So because it's a Canadian whiskey, I'm going to gather that it's going to be a little spicy. It's got some hints of rye.
Yeah, they like
malty, corn, earthy. So I'm just jumping here. So let's go ahead and review this for $25. It's going to be a 3-barrel. I have never seen this down here in my area. I've only seen it where I purchased it, which was actually in Anchorage, Alaska. That's how long I've had this. So
it's been a spill since you've been up there.
You might be able to get it in the lower 48. I'm sure you can, since it's a California bottling company. But for $25 in our local, or in Anchorage local area, I've actually never looked for it here.
So it could be like right next door and you wouldn't even know it.
Could be. I can think of one store that might carry it. I might have to check it out. So 3 on the cost. Ooh, add some spice to it.
You definitely get the rye kind of.
Yes. The flavor profile's not what you expect from the aroma. Okay, so looking at your scores, we have the exact same score on everything. It's a 3 for cost at $25. We each give it a 3 on aroma, 3.5 on flavor, and a 3 on bite. What's your aroma profile like?
I kind of get like definitely the rye.
Okay.
And the black pepper because that's the rye. It's got a hint of maple syrup in the aroma. Not like it's just barely there.
Okay.
Are
you saying that because it's Canadian?
Huh?
Are you saying that because it's Canadian? I'm getting the rye, the spiciness of the rye and the black pepper. Spearmint, not really maple, but I can see where you're getting maple. And a little medicinal. There's a little bit of that Varathane medicinal aspect to it. But overall, a 3 aroma is pretty good. For flavor, we each give it a 3.5.
It's kind of surprising because it doesn't taste like the way it...
No, it does not.
It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sweet. It's got the honey. Because I was thinking I was going to get the maple syrup.
Okay.
But it's more honey than the maple syrup.
Okay.
And it's got a little bit of the dried fruit. I couldn't pick which one it is.
So I'm almost exactly what you say. I get vanilla and the rye, of course. I'm getting corn sweetness rather than honey sweetness. But I did put honey down for you. It's very silky and it's a light fruit. It's not a dark fruit. It's very pleasant. It threw me. I didn't expect for, I don't know, a non-distilled labeled Canadian whiskey from California that I bought in Alaska for $25 to...
it's very pleasant.
Yeah. Very pleasant. For bite, we each give it a 3. There's no real bite. It's very minimal. There's a little bit of lingering in the back end, but that's it. I'm pleasantly surprised. In fact, I'm surprised enough, and I bought this in Alaska, so the prices are a little bit higher. If I can find it down here, this could be really my daily drinking Canadian whiskey. Obviously not my bourbon or scotch or regular whiskey, but as a Canadian whiskey, I could see doing this as a daily drinking. It's not like Crown Royal or some of the other, I don't know. It's different.
And the water doesn't really change it that much.
No, not at all.
But if you had this on the rocks or one ice ball or something.
And I think because of the right amount of spiciness and kind of that menthol, minty type of aspect to it, it would probably be a really pleasant additive to cocktails. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. And I'll have to see if it's available in our local area. If you've tried Hayburner, let us know. Leave a comment below. Whether you can get in your area or not. What's your opinion of it? You can always put what your favorite Canadian whiskey is and a Canadian whiskey we should try. We've tried multiple ones, and it's now a booming industry in Canada.
Yeah, there's so many more Canadian whiskeys than when I was not an old man.
Right. It's the 70s was probably the end of the heyday for Canadian whiskey, and then it just went downhill. And now it's booming back, so let us know. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. Remember to like and subscribe and share the channel. It means a lot to us. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is
bordering on great whiskey.
Well, it's pretty good whiskey. I don't know about great, but it's pretty good.
For the price,
yeah.
You can't go wrong with this.